Hello, 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 everybody, everybody. What's cracking? What's up? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, people to see, people of everywhere. It's all about your mindset. Growth and development, chat, chill. No, not chat, chill, but chat. Um, guys, this is a topic that I've been over with for, well, I basically said a whole bunch in the first topic. What about, it says growth and development. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it. But I do these growth and developments to prove a point. If you hear me out, you hear me out. If you don't, you don't. I can't force you to like what I say, but these are my opinions and these are my thoughts, and this is how I feel about different, subjects and stuff. So with that being said, have an open mind and come into my channel. And if this triggers you, then just hey, get off, whatever you gotta do. But yes, it's all about your mindset, guys. Now, a lot of people, and I tell you, a lot of people in this universe do not know how to grow and develop because they're stuck. They're stuck. And it's all about their mindset. So their mindset is, let's say this is the number one mindset of them all. This is the number one mindset of them all. I'm never going to save enough money. I can't save. Every time I save, I have to use my savings. I can't stop spending on things that are in life. And that's where it comes to play, where I'm all like, it's all about their mindset. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the little hearts and the likes. But when people put their mindset on they're trying to save, and then they say, well, my car broke down, so now I gotta use that savings towards my car, and now everything's gone worse. Now I need to go to the doctor, and I can't save for nothing, and my money is all over, and now I have to wait. Now it's Christmas, now it's someone's birthday, and I can't, there's so many excuses, well, like top excuses that people bring up where they cannot save, you know. And I've known a lot of people like that. I have known way too many people. And it's all about your mindset. The way you have your mind. Hello, Huey. What's going on? What's cracking? I'm here to come hear that cute laugh of yours. I know right now we're not laughing, we're on a topic. But do join my chat and chill live streams. When it says chat and chill, those are basically where you can just pop in and we'll talk about anything or whatever. But these are mainly topics that are on my mind that I want to talk about to people and let people know about different things, like, and real talk right here. Like, this is facts, real talk. So yeah, but yeah, thank you for joining. So like I was saying, when you're stuck in that loophole of that mindset, you're never gonna get anywhere. You're just gonna keep going in that loophole. Now, it is very hard, yes, we know in this economy it's very hard to save. But don't let your mindset say, I can't save. Every time I save, something happens and I can't have any money, because you got to get out of it slowly but surely. Don't brainwash your own self, because again, that's in the mindset, to brainwash your own self that there's no way, there's no possible way, because there is a way. Just get out of that mindset. If you're saving, don't go in that loophole. It's a very hard connection. It's a very hard loophole to get out of, but you can do it. And I used to have that same Naruto person. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's my poster up there. Um, So, and it's all about your mindset. Another mindset thing that I see a lot of people that have problems with is, I don't want to make it sound so bad on the internet, but let's just put, okay, so let's just say this. My cousin, he's always going to jail. He's always doing something bad. He cannot stop staying out of trouble. It's people like that where they're in that, stuck in that mindset where it's all like, I gotta be bad. I have to be a bad person. I have to someone up. I have to do deals with people and stuff like that. And it's their mindset that they cannot get out of. And they're like, they're stuck in that loophole. And my cousin is one of them. Like, I hate to sound so bad on the internet, but it's facts. But I call those people bad apples because they cannot stay out of trouble. Their mindset is to be thuggish. Their mindset is to be slangy. Their mindset is to be, I'm honcho, I'm big boss, I rule these streets, their mindset is that, and they're focused on that, so they cannot get out of that. And that is crazy. I heard once you go to jail, you never stop coming back. I know. And that's one thing, too. Um, People like that feeling. Those mindset people, those, bad apples, they like that stuff. They like that adrenaline. And it's their mindset to where it's all like, oh, I'm a bad person. I'll go back to jail. I don't care. I don't care. I've been to jail so many times. I'm going to get let out anyways. And it's all like, now they're stuck in a loophole where it's like, they're counting their days, how many times, and their achievements, how many times they go to jail. And so like, they're proud of that. They call that their accomplishment. And people have different accomplishments. And I'm going to get to that later in the video. But that mindset, you can snap out of it. You can get out of it. But a lot of people can't. I just think I have been locked up twice and I haven't been back since. Yeah? And so, yeah, some people can do it. Some people learn their lesson. Oh my goodness. I call it like kind of like a curious cat thing where they're like, okay, I'm tired. Well, first they attack and then they attack and then attack and then they finally learn their lesson. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to try to do better of myself. I'm going to try to be a better person. Now, we can always say we're trying, but we actually have to try. I've known a lot of people. So sad, but I do know a lot of people. One person in particular that is a family member, he tried to stay out of trouble. So he would be with his kids. So his two kids. And he would be fine. As soon as he probably tucks those kids in, he gets out on the street and starts thugging around. And then he's locked up, and now the kids are wondering what happened with him and where did he go and where's daddy. And it's all like, he tried. Like, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. Maybe I don't know how to express the feeling that people get when they see a loved one and they want to do better. But once they don't see that loved one, you close the door from that loved one, and then they're like, boom, they snap. Almost like a pit bull. People don't understand pit bulls, and pit bulls are misunderstood. It's not about the owner, it's about the breed. The breed is that breed. Go do your research on why pit bulls are pit bulls. But you see the flow? It just keeps continuing on that mindset where they're trying. I would just tell them daddy is going to get some business done. Yeah, sometimes that doesn't happen that way. I know my cousin, he has I don't know, probably like 4 or 5 kids, maybe from different moms. And it's all like, you would think he wanted to do better of himself with all those kids. But no, he's all like, no, no, no. As soon as I get out, I'm gonna start dealing again. I'm gonna start doing bad things again. And again, it's all about that mindset. But there's that type of mindset. We're gonna continue on to different types of mindsets around here. This is just a chat and real talk, like facts in life. All right. Here's another mindset that people have. I'm gonna get my water. Where's my water? Somewhere around here. But another mindset people have is, let's just say, where you keep putting yourself down mindset. And that's a really dark path, very dark path, because people all the time put themselves, I know, again, I've been living on this earth for a freaking long time, so I know human and human race, humankind. I know different people. But I've known way too many people that put themselves down a lot. It's just, it's horrific, but it's part of growth and development. My sister got out and got locked back up in 1 week. Yeah, you see, it happens. Little bad apples in this world. We have them. You either can do good or you can do bad in this world, or you can just do even. Where you're like, I can do good and bad and still be a good person. Like, you could be even yourself out. But yeah, people put themselves down a lot, and their mindset is like, I can't achieve a goal, I can't do that, or like, I can't learn this new technology. Usually, technology is one thing a lot of older people that don't want to do. Like, I can't lose weight. I can't get a girlfriend. I can't get a boyfriend. I look so ugly. People put themselves down a lot about their health, their weight, the way they look. That mindset is just all over. Or like, someone doesn't like them. They hate themselves inside. And that's just facts. A lot of people hate themselves, like, a lot. They screw their mind up so good, so bad. Like, oh, I can't do that. There's no way I can do that. They just put can't in their words, and then they just express that they can't do it. Let's say, for me, for instance, I like cars. Well, I can't say that, because you know what? I do like cars and I can rebuild an engine. Let's say a girly girl. A girly girl. Oh, there's no way I could rebuild an engine. Yes, there is. All you gotta do is get down and dirty with it. And a lot of the females, they don't like that kind of stuff. And that's another subject for another day. But people will say that they can't, and I tell you, I can teach you. I can let you learn, and you can be an outcast just like me. You can learn these things. For instance, okay, one of my coworkers, this triggered me. Hold on. This one triggered me. One of my coworkers. So my job loves to hire people that don't know about cars. Just, they love it. The less the better, the less pay that they get. They just love it. So this girl, she got hired. Now tell me why she got hired. Again, my company loves to hire people that have no knowledge. Did you get a new game system? I got a Nintendo Switch. No, I didn't get no new game system. She basically came from Mambo's. Her last job was at Mambo's. She was a waitress. She was what do you call it, a waitress, and then she was in another restaurant, and then she was in another restaurant, and then she was at like a clothing store. I think that's what she said at one time. But that she had those jobs. She had no knowledge of vehicles, no knowledge of cars. They placed her in that position. I wanted her to grow and develop because I was in a position at my job that I wanted to go to the back, but they needed a manager in the front. And she would take these training modules and she would struggle. I mean, struggle. And I was like, baby girl, I'll take you home with me and you're going to get in the engine and you're going to take things apart and you're going to know what these engine components are. Because the reason why she wanted to know, she had to learn those things to become the managers, or one of the managers, and she had to do something else for the training to pass that training course. And the amount of times that she had put, like, you will see her notes. She had a little, I think I took a picture of it because I'm like, this is so adorable because it's like we're forcing a person to learn something that she does not know anything about. And so she's like over here writing what a control arm does, writing what a spark plug does, what is the definition of a dampener. And it was amusing to me. Like, but at the same time, I'm like, at least she put her mindset to where it's like, I'm going to learn this and I'm going to figure it out. And then I told her, if you need any help, let me know. So that's another thing. People put themselves down like that. They think that they can't learn it, and then they're like, snap. They're like, no, I'm going to learn this stuff. And that was just one demonstration because that was one topic. Ooh, she's not at my job anymore. She's doing something else. But the fact that when you see that in person, where a person's like, I would never do this, I don't know how to do this, and then you tell them, you encourage them, you support them that you can do it. I will help you do it. Don't put yourself down that much. People are there to help you. If I'm not like I said, I'm not a girly girl, but what I do know is I'm not gonna say I can't put on makeup. I'm gonna say I don't want to put on makeup because I like my natural self. I'm I'm not gonna say I can't put on nails. I'm gonna say I don't want to put on nails because that's not the type of person I am. And it's all like, you figure yourself out. It's not about putting yourself down. It's figuring yourself out. And if you want to achieve a goal, or you want to go forward in life, you can do it. Don't put yourself down. And a lot of people do that. And like I said, me too. I also did the same thing when I was younger. I hated my body. I hated myself. I hated my laugh. I hated my eyes. I hated my mouth. Like, I hated everything about myself. And then it takes growth and development to figure that out. Like, I was on the internet way longer. Hello, diamonds. Oh, we got diamonds in the building too. We're talking about all about your mindset. Don't forget to have that little bitty like button in the bottom. It's so tiny. But yeah, that's another one. Like I said, as putting yourself down. Don't put yourself down. You can bring yourself up. Let time be. Okay, so I ranted on that for a little bit longer than usual, but here's another mindset, guys. This is a good one. Well, fair. I don't know if I could say good, but goals in life. Now, people put goals to set. Life is so cute. How can you hate that? Back then, I did. Way back then. This was like maybe 15, 17 years ago. Maybe like 20 years ago or something. A long time ago, man. But I'm old. But Hello, hello, welcome in. It is people set goals in life. They now when I used to do construction and these white people's house, and I'm talking about white people's house, like full on college degree, everything. You know how they achieve that? Do you want to know how rich people like that achieve that? They put a goal in life. They achieve those goals. A lot of people can't do that. They put that word in there. It was like, no, there's no way I can be a doctor. There's no way I can be a lawyer. My brain is not there. My IQ is not that good. Yes, it does. Your IQ has a lot to do in college. It's kind of stupid if you ask me, because your GPA has to be a certain GPA to be in certain schools, which is kind of stupid because we need to have we need to have people growth and develop themselves. Don't go based off their GPA and stuff. It's a whole whirlwind of emotions. But like I said, when I used to go into these rich white people's houses, every single day they have a calendar on their wall. Most of all these white people's houses, which is crazy to believe, they have a whole calendar with everything they gotta do that day. They set a goal. Either they're going to work out at this time, they're going to go to school, they're going to study for this study, they're going to play the piano for X amount of time. They literally put achievement and goals on every single thing. And that is real talk. I am white. I do that every night before bed. You put a yeah. Well, that's the thing. You don't have to really be that, you know, I don't want to say that type of breed, but different people do have different type of achievements. This is what I'm just saying about what I saw in these white people's rich home. Like, I didn't go to any black people's houses. Only I think we went to a Hindu house, and the Hindu house was different. It helps get more done. Yes, it does. It does help get more done. And yeah, people like that, they put an achievement, they put a goal in life, they put um, they put everything on the calendar. And when I saw that, I was like, dang. And I was younger. I don't know how old was I? I think I was still like 20, 25s. And I'm all like, I look at it, and then I'm looking at it. I'm like, dang, I don't have any of this. I just live my life. I don't write anything down. I just kind of just float and let life be. So it's like I said earlier, it's either a good thing or a bad thing. All these notifications. Okay. So I'm that mindset where it's like I let things flow, I let things happen. I really don't need to achieve a goal. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy who I've become. Get some H2O. But yeah, goal achievements. Some people set a goal also. The main one, another main one is their loss weight. People set a goal to lose a weight in X amount of time. Some people say, give me a year. Some people say, give me 6 months. That they achieve that goal, which is good. Which is good. That's a good thing, because that is for your health too. One of my clients told me it's a good practice to get. Yeah, it is a good practice. You know what you're gonna do today. You know how you're going to achieve those goals, and then you look back at it. For instance, okay, so when I was younger, I did that too. When I was younger, like maybe my first, I don't know, 16, maybe 17. When I was 17, I cut out little photos of cars, and I cut out like stuff that I wanted and I wanted to achieve. To this day, I still have that box. It's torn up because I tore it down, but I still have that. And that was just like a achievement box where I wanted to get a BMW E46 white or four door. And I was like, I'm gonna get these vehicles. I want to get myself to accomplish that. Me too, yeah, yeah. Yes, manifestation. If you haven't seen my third season, I believe, I did talk about manifestation. You can believe and manifest anything you want in life if you put your mindset. That comes to a mindset too, mindset topic. So the it's I could say for a lot of people it is hard to manifest because it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't. People are like, kid me if I'm wrong, but people are like, okay, I'm gonna manifest to win the lottery, and they want money. They want money. That's not how you start manifesting. You're not gonna start just manifesting money, a crap ton of money coming towards your way. It takes time. It takes development. The world, nature. Let's just say the way life works is based on you. You're your own aura, and you gotta figure out. It's again, it's hard. You gotta figure your friction out. You gotta figure your life out. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna win the lottery tomorrow." Yeah, I'm manifesting it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. So like, no, that's not how it works. Go slow. Manifest something, like achieve a goal. Achieve something. Get something that you want. If it's a new, if it basic, if it's a new PlayStation remote or a controller, your gaming controller, save for that. Go for that. If you have the money, that's fine with you. But there's some people that struggle to be like, I don't have enough money. Again, this kind of puts you back into the other mindset where people put yourself down. So whirlwind of emotions. But yeah, manifestation is real. You can do it. And it's the same, similar to goals. They have their similar design behind them. But yeah, if you can achieve that manifestation, you're on point in life. And like I said a while back, we do not know the definition of life. We need to figure that out, each individual. But yeah, so I know I know one person right now that he does that. He does write down each day of like the main. It's kind of weird, but I would call it like a chapter. Well, what would I call that? Not a chapter, because the chapter has to be a long. It's like a phrase that happens every day. Basically, you sum up your day. At the end of the day, you sum up your day, and then what does it feel like at the end of the day? You write it down. Like, oh, the day. Don't just say, oh, the day was good, it was fine. Write down if it was an achievement day, or if it was just a relaxed day, or get things done. Because there's a lot of people out here that have kids, for instance. Oh, they can't do anything. I don't want to put that. I don't want to make it sound wrong for a particular person that is a subscriber here and that I know, but they're like, I have no time for anything. I have no time. I'm with my kids. I got to take my kids to school. I got to go to work, and I don't have any time for myself. And it's all like, or you don't have no time to pamper yourself. You don't have no time to, do laundry, or well, basically they do have to have time to do laundry, but they're always on the go. I know a lot of people that are always on their go, on the go. Like, gotta go, 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 go. Can't stop, can't stop, can't stop. Gotta go to sleep, and then all of a sudden get up. So like, chill out, bruh. Chill out. Every once in a while, let loose. Get out, go to the park, go take a walk. And that's what people need to put in their daily routines, their daily, not kind of a routine team, but like something in there to help you out and see the world, because the world is not all about eating, sleeping, going to work. Eating, sleeping, go to work. And then if you have kids, it's all like eating, sleeping, taking care of the kids, getting food ready, go to school, and go take them to school, gotta go do this, gotta do homework, gotta do this, and then go eat and sleep. Like, the list goes on and on and on. Have time, make some room. Life is too short for all that. You gotta make it. You gotta make it all connect. Figure out where you can squeeze in some room. Some people, and this is me too. You can't. What was the person? Somebody said something like this. Okay, so someone said make some time to do all that. If we can make time, we'd be rich. Okay, guys, just so you know, I'm just gonna throw that out there. If we can make time, we will be rich. We can't make time. We gotta squeeze in the time. So if anybody tells you that, tell them we can't make time. To be honest, you gotta squeeze in time, squeeze in that hour, squeeze in that moment, because we live a short lifespan. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna reach age 50. You don't know if you're gonna reach age 20. Like, we don't know when things are gonna happen, when we're gonna be no longer on this earth. So our lifespan could be cut short. We can grow old and then still be fine. But just think of 100 years from now, you're not even gonna be on this earth. Yeah, you're sure time is worth more than money most. Yeah, I do know one person too that I know many. I know many entrepreneurs are the worst about this. Um, I understand being your own boss is key, and when people are their own boss, it really does get to them, and I just let them be. But a lot of the entrepreneurs, a lot of the people that are on their boss, is time is money. Time is not money, sir, ma'am, kid. I'm sorry, but time is not, we'll be billionaires if time was money. The only way you would say your time is money is like if you had a protocol of, or like a duplicate of yourself and making money. So I don't know how it sounds, but it might sound wrong to you, but some people sleep, I mean, that's humans. We sleep. Now, how are you going to make money in your sleep? Now, these days, we can just pick up the phone and sleep on live stream. Like, we can go on TikTok. Now, these days, we can make money while we're sleeping, because there's people out there that literally have live streaming of themselves sleeping. Yes, you can make money in your sleep now these days. These days are going to be different, but I'm just saying in regular terms, we still gotta sleep. We still gotta rest. People want to go out to watch a movie. Movies these days is like 2.5 hours. You're telling me you just made money in 2 hours that you were watching the movie? Like, tell me how you. I mean, people like that need to elaborate how time is money. Because the way I see it, I'm all like, I don't know. Am I making money while I'm playing video games and watching a movie? That is questionable. But I let people be. If you think that way, that's totally on you, but that's my opinion. Let me go refill my cup. There's so many mindsets out there, guys, that I just touched up on, like a lot. Um, since Diamonds was here, Huey was here. I was gonna be here a little bit longer because I really don't have too many people up in here, and I did have a couple people the last session. But yeah, so different mindsets, and also I can't touch up on this enough, but grief, like grief, guys. You have a mindset in grief that you can't go on in life without this person. The person passed away, again, whether it's your mom or dad, sibling, best friend, husband, wife, it don't matter what it is. Grief gets to people a lot, and their mindset is to, oh, I'm not going to carry on, I can't carry on, there's no way I can live without this person, and how this person leave, and they're just stuck in that loophole. And I'm gonna say it over and over and over again, like a broken record, about grief. Please get over. I mean, yes, cry it through. Grief how long, but don't grieve forever. They will. Those people will still be in your mind. You need to understand. Let's say if your mom died and your whole parents died, your mom and dad, at the same time. Oddly enough, but I'm just saying, if they died and you're here on this planet, now you are the seed to life. You have to keep going for yourself. Your parents raised you. I'm just saying in a just parents wise. Your mom and dad. Just saying mom and dad. I know people have cousins and stuff that they get raised with or whatnot, but I'm just saying a mom and a dad. And your mom and dad die, yeah, you can grieve over them, but there's still a legacy for you to do. You live your life. You do you. Don't don't question yourself all the time like that. Like grief is the saddest one because a lot of people don't make it. They end up unaliving themselves because of how bad they feel. But that's not what your mom and dad will want. Your mom and dad will probably want better for yourself and do better for yourself. There's more to life. They already lived their life. Now it's time for you. So in that mindset, people need to focus more, like big time. Go, man. Whew, there's a lot of speech. But we did have two OGs up in the building, so we have to be here just a tad bit longer. I'm probably gonna end it in about like what, 5 minutes or so, 6 minutes. But yeah, you catch my drift, guys, in this video. Different mindsets. I can't tell you to have the same as me. I can only guide you and show you that other people do. Whether it's relationships, a friendship, a situationship, that side piece. Um, I know most of everything, a little bit of subject about everything, basically. And I've seen multiple realities about that, and whenever I see a person that is struggling and trying to figure that out, I feel for you. I feel you, but at the same time, it's like pick yourself up. It's almost like I put this in the last in, but homelessness. Homeless mindset, guys. There is hope in some homeless people. I can't say all homeless people. I made a whole entire live stream. I think I got a lot of hate for it, so that's why I kind of saved this towards the end. But a homeless person can make it in life. They just got to put their mind to it. But they're stuck on a loophole where they can't. They put themselves down. They say, no, I smell. How am I going to start? There's plenty of organizations that people can go to, but they don't. They choose to live on the streets that, of course, us taxpayers have to pay. There's a lot of mindsets of the homeless person is don't want to get out of doing pills. You know, when I say pills, you know what I mean. There's some homeless people that are basically stuck in the loophole where I have nothing to live for. I don't know what to live for. There's some homeless people that are like, I could never make it in this world and stuff like that. Again, put themselves down. And some of them just don't want to pay for anything. They don't want to pay for living in a rented house or living well in a house or rent an apartment. They don't want to pay taxes. They don't want to pay for groceries. They don't want to do all the living situation stuff. So now they choose to be homeless. So that's a choice. So you got many types of homeless people, and their mindset has many varieties. There has been numerous times where I've seen homeless people have dogs and cats and animals, and you question like, isn't that animal abuse because they're outside in the heat? They don't have a home to go to. Like, yes, that is animal abuse, and who's not gonna say anything? Like, and nobody does anything for anything. Like, take the dog away from them, take the cat away from them, take the animal away from them, because they should not have the animal in those circumstances. I just there's a lot, and I did mention this a long time ago. This is probably my second season about homelessness, but that mindset, you don't want to get that. I don't want to make it sound bad, but you don't want to have that mindset that low. You bring yourself up. You manifest. You tell yourself that you're gonna do it. Achieve a goal. Achieve something in life that you want. It might be hard. It might not even work out for you, but at least you did it. You know, there's a lot of people that go to college and then they drop out because they didn't think it was gonna be like that, or that it's not for them. You know, there's a lot of people out there that have to go into careers and be like figure it out, and then they're like, you know what, that's not what I really want. So then they get out. So again, it's different mindsets throughout the days, throughout the nights. But you value yourself the way you want to value yourself. You don't let other people try to put you down. I know there's a lot of people that will take your mind and make it turn around and be like, man, Sally doesn't like me or whatnot. Like, so what? Sally doesn't like you. Don't say, don't say I got haters. Say that they're gonna bring you stronger. You bring yourself up. You figure out yourself. Don't let what others think about you. And a lot of people say that all the time. And so like, take that in consideration. You know, you're a ball that's just rolling, and then if people come around, they start saying that stuff, it bounces. You should bounce it off. Bounce again, bounce to another different direction. Figure out how you're gonna take your mindset off of those bad words that they gave you. You know, bad advice or bad words or bad things. Like, again, it's all about your mindset. It's a growth and development. That's the way I see it. So here we are at the end of the class. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, Huey, for interacting and talking about the subject. I greatly appreciate you. Greatly. Thank you, Diamonds, also for interacting and talking about the subject. And also, whoever listens to this, thank you, thank you. Let me know in the comment section down below if anything. And it's all about your mindset, growth, and development. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.